going live without telling me. So we're live. We're live on Facebook, I think, he says. Before we start, Amanda, let me just set my phone up. But thank you, Amanda and I, for joining me today. And on the Love Sales Hate Selling Facebook business page, Facebook interview. Really chuffed to have you here, Amanda. I've known you a fair few years, and I'm sure I've asked you about 7 times to do this, and every time you strategically changed the subject. But now you don't remember. Maybe I was being quiet when I asked. Maybe I didn't shout it at you. But before we start, we have to do a pose. We have to strike a pose for the Facebook algorithm. So after 3, I want you to do your best pose, your best pop star pose. So 1, 2, 3. You're supposed to copy mine. Oh, fantastic. Hey, Amanda, have you shrunk? You seem to have like grass behind you that's like 6 foot tall. Is that a green screen or something? What have you got going on there behind you?
I'm in the jungle.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, how come you're there and we're all on lockdown? You need to tell me how you managed to achieve that. But people, thank you for joining us today. I'm with Amanda Knight of A Knight in Shining Armour. What a fantastic name for a business. And Amanda helps business owners in lots of various ways. And we're going to find out a little bit more about it today. So, Amanda, I know you're a busy lady. Let's get going. Amanda, could you tell the people watching what you do for a business?
I provide an advisory service to small business owners who are looking to succeed in growing their business and managing their cash flow more effectively. Needs uncertain times, knowing where your cash is crucial.
Absolutely. Because
predict where there'll be a cash flow problem can make all the difference to your business's survival or not.
So you actually can analyse a business's cash flow to find out if, well, I suppose if something is there that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And what other kind of things can you kind of find out from doing that analysis?
And make sure that the budgets match up with what they're actually doing, and advise them on where they need to change things. I'll write the business plans to start with, so the business has a plan to work with.
Yeah.
Because I discovered there's a surprising number of businesses never have a proper business plan.
Yeah, I'm not going to kind of comment on that. The thing is, right, it is important to have a almost like a document which you can go back to when times are a bit tough, or you're thinking, well, almost like, what should I be doing now? And I imagine that the business plans that you put together allow someone to almost process their day, so they know, right, these are the activities that should be taking place. So absolutely effective. And with these business plans, what else can companies do with them?
They can use those as a means of getting funding.
Oh,
investors want to see what the business is all about and what they will do, and obviously what they can get out of it.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you can actually help businesses who are looking to grow put together a business plan which will effectively, not almost guarantee that they'll get the funding, but almost certainly improve their chances and their odds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. So guys, if you're listening to this, if you have a business right now, I mean, obviously we're going into 2021 next year, and you're looking to apply for funding to grow, what for machinery, what for additional staff, speak to Amanda. She can probably help you with that. You know, at the end of the day, additional funding allows you to grow, means you make more money, more turnover, more profit, more revenue. It's a virtuous circle, as they say. So, Amanda, what inspired you to start the business?
2 things. I grew up in a small business environment. My dad set up his own business when I was 12. At that age, you start taking interest in what's happening. Of course,
especially if there's pocket money involved.
Well, I discovered that if it all went wrong, we could be out on the streets, because the capital used for the basis of the loan.
And so you actually saw that at an early age?
Yes, and it scared me.
Wow. And did your dad kind of like expose you to that? Did he say, look, Amanda, this is what business is like? Or did you just kind of work out that we need to make this amount of money or
Well,
in trouble?
I asked questions.
Best salesman.
Where did the money for the business come from? He said, from the bank. So well,
Yeah.
Here you are, hand over a pile of money. And he said, no, we've got a loan. We have to put the house up as security. And so what happens if the business fails? He said, well, we lose the house.
Wow. And how old was you when you heard that?
I was 12.
Wow. I mean, in one way, you kind of say, oh, how come her parents didn't protect her from the rigors of real life? But on the other hand, I suppose it kind of elevated your thinking around money and business, and that's fantastic. So that was one inspiration. What was the other?
Leaving my job. I used to be head of financial planning and strategy for a government department, and I left there. I got ill and everything got complicated at work. I couldn't do the hours they wanted me to do, and so I decided they were prepared to offer me early retirement on medical grounds, but I was far too young to retire and I wasn't ready to retire.
I was going to say, you're only about 35 now, ain't you? What's going on?
And a bit.
I'm not having that. You're lying to me now.
Back then I was 38.
Oh, bless.
I officially retired.
Yeah.
Far too young, and I needed to earn some money.
Of course. And have a purpose, I suppose, because obviously working for a government department, I won't ask you which one because obviously Official Secrets Act and all that. You...
I'd have to kill you.
Oh, okay. You hear that, guys? She's a 007. Yes, taking that early retirement, I imagine someone with your knowledge, brain power, I imagine it would have been impossible for you to like kind of sit there and say, well, I'm not doing anything else. So
I did some charity work, and I'm still a charity trustee.
Yeah.
And I was doing finances for a small charity, which I still do, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted some cash.
So then you set the business up, and when you first set it up, was it all about what you're doing now, which is the cash flow and the business startups, or did you kind of grow into that kind of service?
It's always been cash flow. I'm obsessed with it.
You know, I actually like ladies who like numbers. I've just got this thing about ladies who like maths. I just think that they're just amazing.
A prominent businessman once described me as the cash flow queen.
So why don't you call yourself that now?
Because thought I should use that as my website.
What? Why exactly? So why haven't you used that then?
Because I'm the knight in shining armour.
Who happens to also be the cash flow queen. I think you should utilise that. I'm going to write that down. The cash flow queen. So, so what have been some of the challenges that you've had to overcome running the business?
Getting people to understand that I can actually help.
Right. Okay.
For them. A lot of the time, it's just simple things, little tweaks, if you like.
Yeah.
Major things.
Yeah.
They can all make a huge difference.
Of course. And what's been the kind of, with the cash flow side of things, what's been the biggest saving that you've made a business?
I've saved one client about £10,000.
What?
Tightening up their sales process, invoicing earlier, making sure they get the payments in.
£10,000?
Things like that. Yeah.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, I mean, theoretically, that gentleman could actually then take a holiday probably for the first time in years. Of what you managed to manage to save.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! So you said that the challenge for you is getting people to understand how you can help them.
Yes.
I think one of the things that you've just said 2 minutes ago is one of the things I'd say is tell people more about the savings that you can make businesses. Because, not being funny, if I'm in business and you say to me I could save you £1,000 this month, I'll be like, what? My ears would go. Tell me more. Yeah, give that a try. And you know, people can only seek your help if they can if the message is out there. So we'll have a conversation afterwards about that. So if someone was crazy enough right now to start a business in 2021, after what we've just gone through, what advice would you give them?
First of all, good luck.
You don't mean that.
I would wish people good luck. Anyway,
Yeah.
it might be tricky if people are being cautious in spending, but there's possibilities out there. I know there's a lot of people, unfortunately, losing their jobs right now.
Yeah.
And obviously they want to do something, they need to do something.
Yeah.
But make sure they know what they actually want the business to do.
Yeah.
Know where they're going.
Yeah.
Don't have some vague idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose that's where someone like yourself would come in with like the business plan, because you could really kind of get them to really kind of, I suppose when people think of a business, they kind of go, oh, I want to be I don't know, let me think of a profession. I want to be a window cleaner. And they think, yeah, that's it. I'm going to be a window cleaner. I'm going to earn £500 a week and everyone's going to be happy. But what they don't then look at is, well, how are you going to get the customers?
Yeah.
How are you going to get to the customers? What kind of system are you going to use for the cleaning? How much is your insurance going to be? Can you pay it annually, or can you get a saving if you pay it in one go? Public liability insurance, all these kind of boring things that when you're in dream world, because when you're in dream world, you don't think of boring things, do you? You know, when you think of candy floss, you don't think of doing your books. You know, you're in dream world. It's like you're floating, like it's like everything's like cake out. You just don't think of the boring thing. So I suppose to a degree, speaking to someone like yourself is almost like a reality check for some people as well.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that, because I think, you know, everything has to be based on reality. So, so guys, if you're listening in, if you're watching on replay, and you are thinking of setting up a business, you know, next year, you know, definitely worth getting in touch with Amanda, because what she can do is maybe ask you the questions that you haven't thought of, so you plug those gaps before you actually launch and start. Because there's nothing worse sometimes than starting a business and then realizing, damn, I didn't do that thing that I should have done to cover myself if something didn't happen, which again, Amanda would be able to kind of advise you with that. Excellent. So Amanda, when we finish, I want you to drop all of your your links into the comments. So links to your website, Facebook, LinkedIn, anywhere where someone can find out a bit more about you. No, not in the chat. I want you to go to the Facebook business page and go to this video and drop your links and comments, your links in there. But don't put them in the chat, because no one's seeing the chat. So in wrapping up, man, is there anything that the group can help you with right now? Is there anything that you're looking for right now from the group?
I'm looking for more clients.
Yeah.
Availability.
Yeah.
Anyone who is in the process of setting up a business.
Yeah.
Advice on planning, managing budgets, creating budgets, cash flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Particularly if it's a case of the numbers scare you.
Oh, I spoke to someone who's more than who's scared of numbers.
Are brilliant at what they do.
Yeah.
And they want to go it alone.
Yes.
They forget that they've got all these other things they need to do now.
Of course.
Or somebody else was dealing with all the money bit. They didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
They're out on their own. They've got to handle everything.
So are you kind of like, would you kind of say that you are the person who kind of sits to the side of an accountant and maybe goes to places that accountants don't go?
Yes. And I'll put it all in plain English for people.
Very, very important.
Problem.
Very important.
Just assume you understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, they come out with all these wonderful phrases, don't they, and completely throw people off the kind of. Yeah, I can hear that exactly. But I am gonna scold you, Amanda, because there is one thing that you haven't done, which you were supposed to have done today, and
the plan, my book.
You need to tell us a little bit about this. Listen, guys, this lady's so modest. She's got a book, right? I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is gold dust on paper. I can't even tell you how powerful the information in this is. You've just got to get your hands on it. Now, I believe, Amanda, he's getting some new copies printed over the next week or so. So one of the things that we'll be doing is dropping those links to the landing page in this as well. But this book here, The Plan, a proven formula for transforming your sales, profits, and cash flow. Amanda, give us a paragraph as to why people should get this.
Because it's all one basic knowledge, but it's all the things that you probably aren't doing. It's a basic strategy on how to grow your business, methods you can use, which not only grow your business, but they help with cash flow as well.
Aha.
Double whammy.
Yeah. I mean, I've read this twice, and I'll be honest, I've been implementing elements of it, and it makes a difference, guys. I'm not joking. So we'll make sure that this is available. The link is available so that you can go and have a look for yourself. That's fantastic, Amanda. Well, listen, we'll wrap up. I know you're a busy lady. What we'll do, we'll have a bit of a debrief on the other side, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching on replay, please do #replay so that we can see who's watched after. Maybe send you a little gift. Maybe, hey, might even send you one of these. You're not having my copy. So yeah, I don't think we've got any more interviews until after Christmas now. But this is the last one. Unfortunately, Thursday's guest can't make it. But you can come and join me in the Facebook group where we are having a few things going on there, like the 12 Days of Christmas Challenge countdown. And there's an interview going on with John Hill tomorrow about his success with Facebook ads. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Amanda, don't go anywhere. And I shall catch you all over the next couple of days. And if you want to speak, just get in touch.